Use case diagram is one type of the UML diagram, or UML diagram refer to Unified Modeling Language. So use case is under the behavior modeling. Before this, we have already learned on the class diagram. So class diagram refer more on the content of the system. Use case diagram is more on the behavior, how the system act. Okay. So use case diagram is the graphical representative that we use in order to communicate to others people, or to our top management, or to our customer, that explain on what kind of activities or process that can be done by our system. Okay, for example, if we want to create a university record system, so university record system able to keep all the information about the student and the academic staff. So the information is, for example, their student name, their academic staff number, the name, the email address, the home address, the date of birth, the telephone numbers, and so on. So those kind of information is referred to the attribute of the object. So the object are student and academic staff, and it has the attribute. So those are the attribute. So in addition to the attribute mentioned before, student able to enroll certain subject. Okay, at one time, student only able to enroll less than 10 subject. For example, an academic employee or academic staff or the lecturer only able to teach 3 subject per semester. So that are the addition or on the attribute that being mentioned. So based on this point, you know that you have student, you have the academic staff, and then the student academic staff have a lot of information. So some action supported by the URS or the University Record System is explained or shown using a use case diagram. So the system or the URS should be able to handle the following command: add and remove university members, add and delete subject, assign and unassign subject to student as well as to the lecturers. That are the activities that supported by the URS. So use case diagram will use in order to show the various activities or the process that user can perform on the system. The model the dynamic aspect of the system and provide users perspective of the system that being developed. Okay, this is example of use case diagram for the URS. So in use case diagram, there is several shape that you need to know. So the first shape is rectangle. This shape represent the system itself. Okay, for example, we want to develop URS, or we want to create use case diagram for URS system. So this rectangle is referred to the URS system. In that system, we have several use cases. Use cases is referred to the process involved, of activities involved or supported by the system itself. Means that using the URS system, it able or allow you to add a member, allow you to delete a subject, allow you to enroll a subject. That are the action or the activities or the process involved. And then this process involved is represented using the oval or ellipse shapes. We call it as use case. And then it also involves the actors. Okay, for this point, we have 3 actors or users of the system. So we have a system administrator, we have academic staff, and we have the student. Each users can perform certain activities. Okay, for example, we have academic staff. So this academic staff is allowed to add subject and allowed to delete subject. Okay, these are student allowed to enroll and unenroll subject. And then we have the system administrator that allowed to add member, delete a member, assign a subject, and unassign subject. So different type of user have different role or different activities that they can perform towards the URS system. So basically, this use case diagram shown what are the system can do and what are the users can do towards the system. Okay, the interaction between the users to the system. So in use case diagram, we have a set of actors, we have a set of use case, and we have a set of relationship. So set of actors refer to the users, what are the users can done towards the system, and it is represented by the stick figure, stick people. And then we have the set of use cases. Use cases refer to the possible kind of interaction between actors and the system. And then we have number of relationship. So this part is referred to relationship between the entities, which is refer to the actors and the use case. So this relationship is illustrated using the line connecting. Okay, this one refer to the relationship, this one is the actors, this one is the use cases. So basically this is the use case diagram for URI system. So use case actors is a user of the system that playing a particular role. Okay. An actor is shown with the stick figure. So this is how you represented your users, type of users in a use case diagram. And then we have use case diagram. In use case diagram, we also have use cases that represent the activities involved or the process involved. So the activities involved in the system is represented using a use case, and use case is represented by an ellipse or oval shape. Okay, and this is another example of the use case diagram for the library system. So this rectangle represents the library system. So we know that this is a library system. So in this library system, it has several activities that represented by the use cases. Okay, the activities are borrow, reserve, order title, and find payment. And based on this use case diagram, we know that this system have three types of user. It has the client, employee, and supplier. And we can also know that each actor have different roles, and each actor can perform different activities. Okay, so that's all for the use case, the basic for the use case diagram.